This is the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief, keeping you informed about the happenings in Annapolis and the area. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and of course, local weather. The Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Friday, December 20th, 2019. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. The Annapolis Police Department is investigating a kind of a bizarre incident that happened at the intersection of Chinkapin Round Road and Lincoln Drive the other day. According to the police, a man was walking in the area around 8:50 p.m. on December 18th and became unconscious. The victim reported that he couldn't recall how he became unconscious, but when he awoke, he discovered a bump and a cut on the back of his head. His jewelry, wallet, vape device, cell phone, and wireless headphones had all been stolen. There was no suspect that was located, and we are unsure if this is an assault or if the man passed out from a medical condition, an overdose, or what happened. Kind of a bizarre incident. Back in July of 19, Anne Arundel County Fire Department responded to the 400 block of 5th Avenue in Brooklyn Park for a basement fire. It was quickly located and quickly extinguished. 2 occupants of the house were actually transported to the hospital and displaced. Well, now fire investigators have determined that July 5th fire was intentionally set, and they have charged Antonio Jameson Wright, the ex-boyfriend of the female occupant of the house and the father of the child that was in the house, with first-degree arson, 2 counts of attempted first-degree murder, and 2 counts of assault in the first degree. By intentionally setting the fire, he obviously endangered the lives of the sleeping occupant and also the lives of the first arriving firefighters. Wright is currently at the Ordnance Road Detention Center where he is being held on other unrelated charges. School Superintendent George Arlotta wants a lot of money. He wants $1.36 billion from County Executive Stuart Pittman for the fiscal year 21 budget. This budget basically includes a lot of compensation increases for employees, funding for 195 classroom teaching positions, 20 teaching assistants, 11.2 cultural art teaching positions, because that .2 is very important, and 2 elementary reading language arts teacher. 57 positions are going to go to the new Crofton High School, and the superintendent has said that there are 1,700 more students this year in Anne Arundel County Public Schools than there were just a year ago, and that is the greatest year-to-year increase in 30 years. He also submitted a $214.9 million capital budget, and $139 million of that is going to ongoing construction projects at Edgewater, Tyler Heights, Richard Henry Lee, Quarterfield, Hillsmere, Rippling Woods Elementary Schools, as well as Old Mill West High. $3 million will go to the design of a new elementary school in West County to be constructed on the west side of Route 3 in the vicinity of the Two Rivers community, and $4 million to study the feasibility of a new Old Mill Middle School south. If you want to weigh in on the budget, there are 2 public hearings coming up, Tuesday, January 7th at Old Mill High School and Thursday, January 9th at the Board of Education in the Parham Building. Both of those meetings do begin at 6:30 p.m. Anne Arundel County Medical Center has a new president, but she's not going to be president of Anne Arundel Medical Center. She will be president of Luminous Health, which is the new name for Anne Arundel Medical Center. Sherry Perkins is the former president and CEO of the University of Maryland Capital Region Health, and she will take over for Victoria Bayless, who is Anne Arundel Medical Center's former CEO, who became head of the new regional health system after the medical center and Doctors Community Hospital merged earlier this year. Perkins is not a stranger to Anne Arundel Medical Center. She acted as the chief nursing officer from 2006 through 2016. And finally, hey, you want to check out the Maryland Crabs podcast? We did a podcast yesterday from Heroes Pub in West Annapolis with the people from the Military Bowl, and we talked all about the Military Bowl and everything that's going to be happening, including the party in West Annapolis, the bowl game itself, the parade, the Clydesdales, the pub crawl, the wine walk, the scavenger hunt. Really very interesting, and we're really very lucky to have the Military Bowl here in Annapolis. If you don't subscribe to the Maryland Crabs podcast, go ahead and do that just like you do any other podcast. But if you don't want to do that, you can check it out on eyeonannapolis.net a little bit later this morning because I did cross-post it. That does wrap it up for the top news today. Please make sure you're checking out eyeonannapolis.net throughout the morning and the afternoon and the evening because we do update it often and we never know what's coming down the pike. It is Friday. We have a list of things that you may want to consider for this weekend, and it's getting to be a kind of skinny list because we are going into the Christmas holiday. And speaking of the Christmas holiday, we will not be having a daily news brief on Christmas morning, but we do intend to have one on Christmas Eve as well as December 26th. And also, like we have every day, we have George Young with your local DMV weather forecast. All of that is coming up in just 1 minute.
When a ring from the United States Naval Academy comes into Zachary's for a center stone, it always makes us wonder, where's this one going? Where's this one been? A nuclear sub in the North Atlantic? A carrier deck in the South Pacific? The moon? 52 astronauts are Academy graduates, from Iwo Jima to Okinawa, Corregidor to the Coral Sea, Midway to the Persian Gulf, Congress to the White House. These rings go where America goes. 73 that went to war were awarded the Medal of Honor. But wherever they go, wherever they may serve, our admiration goes with them.
Zachary's. Online at zacharysjewelers.com. More than a jewelry store, a jeweler.
Going out? You need the most up-to-date local weather. Here's George Young from DMV Weather in Annapolis with today's forecast.
Hey everyone, this is George with DMV Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Friday, December 20th. Yesterday was midwinter cold with temps 10 to 15 degrees below average, and today will be another cold one, though not quite as far below average, with PM highs reaching the 37 to 44 degree range following this morning's cold teens and 20s. Then it's more sunshine Saturday with chilly highs in the low to mid 40s, followed by additional sunshine Sunday, and highs 45 to 52 as high pressure in the skies above keeps conditions calm and dry. And looking ahead to next week, the expectation is for dry conditions Monday through Wednesday, with temps in the 50s each day with highs on Christmas Day, Wednesday, possibly in the 55 to 60 plus degree range, so travel conditions should be very nice in the region, and temps should be comfortable enough for kids and adults alike to get outside and enjoy days off from school and work with new toys and gifts. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DMV Weather. Make it a great weekend out there, and be sure to get our free app on all of your devices by searching for DCMD VA Weather in the Apple or Google App Stores, and also follow us on Facebook and Twitter and on our website at dmvweather.com so you can always stay weather informed.
Here's to the teacher who spends her weekend helping children who need a little extra attention. To the soldier who missed the birth of his baby while serving overseas. To the EMT working full-time and taking night classes. To the police officers and firefighters working long hours away from their families to keep our families safe. Here's to you, our hometown heroes. I'm Alan Hyatt, Chairman and President of Severn Bank, and we know there are many heroes among us, men and women who serve without expecting anything in return, which is why we're honored to offer our Hometown Heroes program to educators, law enforcement officers, firefighters, first responders, healthcare workers, and military personnel. Whether you're opening a checking account or buying a new home, we're here to give back to you. Learn more about our Hometown Heroes program at severnbank.com. Severn Bank, here with you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Every weekend, there's something exciting going on in the Annapolis area. Be sure to visit eyeonannapolis.net to sign up for a newsletter highlighting all the weekend events. Here are our top picks for this weekend.
Well, like I said, leading into it is a little bit of a thin list going into this weekend because we are going into the holidays. Both Christmas and Hanukkah are approaching faster than anybody cares to admit. But if you would like to sit on Santa's lap and give him your list of things that you would like for the holidays, you've got a couple more chances at the Annapolis Towne Centre. He is in his cottage through December 24th, and the hours are Monday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Sunday from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. And they've taken a vacant storefront and really created a wonderful winter wonderland. You want to check out Santa's Helper there at the Annapolis Towne Centre. It's down on the Brio side. If you are interested in seeing the Nutcracker, the Chesapeake Ballet Company is having their presentation of the Nutcracker this weekend. It is being presented at the Children's Theater of Annapolis, which is on Bayhead Road over there on the Broadneck Peninsula. This family favorite is always a treat, and you can see it Saturday at 1 and 4 p.m. and Sunday at 1 p.m. for a matinee. If you're looking for tickets are $20 for adults. Under 12, they're $18. You can get them at ChesapeakeBalletCompany.com. Say hi to the Sugar Plum Fairy for me. And because next week is a little bit of an abbreviated week with the break we're going to be taking for December 25th, I just want to remind you again about the Military Bowl that's coming in right after Christmas. On December 26th, which is Wednesday, it is a Miracle on Annapolis Street, and this gets underway at 11 o'clock. The Budweiser Clydesdales will be coming in at noon. They will parade around the block around West Annapolis, so you get to see them up close and personal, but there is going to be a food truck festival. There will be entertainment. There will be face painting. A lot of fun. Once again, West Annapolis hitting something out of the ballpark. And speaking of West Annapolis, if you missed their Christmas Village, you really missed it. You need to get to it next year. The Military Bowl itself is happening next Thursday. It is the 12th annual Military Bowl and Parade. It's the 7th here in Annapolis. The parade gets underway at 9 a.m., but I would suggest that you go down there at about 7 o'clock and watch the Clydesdales unload right down there at City Dock. There is a free tailgate at Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium starting at 9 a.m. as well. Public is invited. You don't even need to go to the game. Just go to the tailgate and have fun. They will have live bands. They're going to have face painting, a lot of military folks there, a lot of face painting things for the kids, moon bounces, beer, you name it. The Clydesdales are even going to show up for a little bit and hang out after the parade. Now, the parade route is a little bit different. It goes from City Dock, up Main Street, around Church Circle. It goes down West Street to Calvert Street, takes a right on Calvert, and then out Rao Boulevard to Taylor and to the stadium. The game itself gets underway at noon, where the Temple Owls, go Owls, take on the North Carolina Tar Heels. Tickets are still available at militarybowl.org. You also want to check out our All Annapolis Facebook page because I've got some tickets that I need to give away to the Military Bowl, and they're actually very good seats. And that's about it for the weekend. We didn't go for quantity this weekend. We went with quality for sure. Have a great weekend. Have a safe weekend, and we will see you here on Monday.
Have you ever been to the Annapolis Mall when it opens for the day? Maybe you've noticed the line of folks waiting to get into the Apple Store. As you may know, I'm a Mac user, and today's episode of the Daily News Brief, in fact, all of the episodes of the Daily News Brief have been produced right here on my Mac computer. What you might not know about is MacMedics. They were founded here in Annapolis in 1989, and they are an Apple-authorized premium service provider, the only one in the Baltimore-Annapolis, D.C. area. And what that means to you is that they repair all Apple devices, including the iPhone screens and batteries, all without an appointment. And most repairs are done the same day, usually within 2 hours. They also sell everything except the iPhone and the watch for the same price as Apple. I don't know why you would go anywhere else. Give them a call at 410-757-MACS, or if you're not into the whole letter thing, 410-757-6227. Stop by their retail store in Severna Park on Benfield Road, or their service center in Lanham, right off of Route 50. Or you can always check them out online at macmedics.com. I'll tell you, they've saved me quite a few times, and I know they can save you.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis. And also tell them about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. This podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 7 a.m., keeping you informed with the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. And take a moment to listen to our other podcast, The Maryland Crabs, released every Thursday at noon.